Safe to say, man, this Bears team, it's not winning another game this season. Safe to say that right now because that was just absolutely awful. That was bad. Bears lose 30-12, and sorry guys, my voice is a little hoarse up right now, but fighting through it. Fighting through it. Oh man. What else can I say about the Bears right now? Number one, our offense absolutely fucking sucks. Two, our defense, which we thought would have been a strength of the team, absolutely fucking sucks. Shout out to Loyalty Houston. What's up? Oh my god, this team is just so fucking bad. I mean, damn. This is probably one of the most disinterested that I've been in a Bears game in quite a long time. You come into this game, it's Monday night, primetime football. Number one, the Bears don't need any more primetime games. I would just say that. The Bears don't need to be on primetime anymore. Point blank, period. The Bears should just stay away from primetime at this point. They need to change the Thursday night game that we got coming up in 2 weeks because Lord knows this team does not deserve a primetime slot the way we embarrass ourselves every damn week. We just need the rest of the games to be noon because the Bears don't need any more primetime games. This team is absolutely goddamn piss poor awful. And I mean absolutely goddamn awful. Because when we look at this Bears game, I'm not diving so deep into the stats. Only a few that matter. One, we couldn't do shit on third down. We only converted 1 third down as an offense the entire game. 1 goddamn third down the entire game, and that didn't come into the fourth quarter. And on defense, we had our moments. We had an interception when that was on a fourth down play that Sam Darnold was just absolutely trying to make a play on. And they were 7-14 on third down for the Minnesota Vikings offense. You're not going to win games when you can't convert on third down as an offense, and you can't stop the other team on third down as a defense. Set up successful loss. When you 1 for 3 for fourth down, and I don't know why in the hell you go for it on fourth down in your first drive. I don't understand it. When you don't have a solid offensive line that's reliable to convert, you don't have the schematics and whatever to convert on a third down. Why in the bloody hell would you fucking go for it? And people wonder, is this Bears team finished? Duh. This is now an 8 fucking game losing streak. 8. I'm sorry. We ain't winning another game this season. We got Detroit next week, and they're going to be coming with all the force because they lost this past Sunday to Buffalo. We ain't winning that damn game. Thursday night to Seattle, they got a lot to play for. We ain't winning that damn game. Last game of the year, Green Bay, he ain't winning that damn game. So we're going to end the season on 11-game losing streak. We thought that firing Matt Eberflus will help some change. Wrong. we can argue it got a little worse. Defense hasn't been playing well. Offense has regressed since Thomas Brown has been named interim head coach. His team is just, let's just say it. These are the bad news Bears. Bad news Bears. And it's painful to watch this team. I'm literally sitting there during the entire game watching it like this. Or halfway on my phone watching it like this. I'm sorry. It's not going to be easy for me to get myself enthused for yet another Bear game. I can't do it anymore. This team is, for lack of words, a shit show. An absolute goddamn shit show. Because at the end of the day, this team is just
trash.
I mean, sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I cannot take this football team anymore. I can't watch this team. They are so goddamn bad. So bad. It's just like, why are we even playing these games anymore? Why? I know we got pride. I know we got all that in the line, but it's just like, bro, this is a poor excuse for a football team. Because there's no way that we think this team, as constructed and as we're playing, is going to win another game. When we're talking about this game in particular, yeah, we ran the ball somewhat well. DeAndre Swift had 19 for 79. But when he needed it the most, this offensive line, I got to talk about that. This offensive line is just
trash.
Because at the end of the day, when we're talking about this Bears team, shout out to John Mustaka says, I hear you. Yeah, this team is terrible. This team is terrible. But when we're talking about this Bears as a unit, oh my God, this offensive line is goddamn awful. And the fact that we didn't do much this offseason to improve an already shaken offensive line, it's absolutely awful. And every time I see this line, I just go,
oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I mean, come on. It is going to be so hard to watch this team because they can't block anybody. They can't pass protect. We seen Amagaja get his ass blown the hell off the damn line. It's just like, bruh. And then we seen false start penalties. And then we seen Doug Kramer didn't even make himself eligible on the touchdown drive that we have early in the game. Cost us. Then we get a false start. Then we get another penalty. And there goes a chance for a touchdown. We have to settle for a goddamn field goal. He says, why don't they put Badgett in? I feel he gets the ball out quicker. He may, but Caleb Williams, he just needs reps. Honestly, I don't see them putting him on the bench, but we've seen it with other quarterbacks like Richardson, with Bryce Young, that they benched him and it works. And I've always said, I don't know why the Bears really, we'll leave this up. I don't see why the Bears were so quick to name Caleb the starter. I don't see it. I mean, I get that he was going to be the starter anyway, but at least have a sense of competition, a sense of him competing for the starting job. I don't get it. Our offensive line is so bad. Shout out to Zane. Our offensive line is so bad. I can't help it. You're right. And this offensive line is terrible. Absolutely god-awful. Just
trash.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to watch this offense anymore. Because every time we get in those long third downs, sack, we're not getting it. So it's almost like As soon as we get like 3rd and 7 or longer, we about to punt the ball. We about to punt the damn ball. It's terrible. Now, I'm actually a little bit surprised that the Vikings didn't run the ball a little bit more, especially early on, but they were having success throwing the ball, so why not do it? Unfortunately, the reps Caleb is getting enough productive because the O-line sucks. They are trash. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The offensive line is done. And this was supposed to be coming in as GM. We thought that would have been something that Ryan Poles would have just shored up, and we didn't. Darnell Wright was the only thing that we had that had some success. Tevin Jenkins has had his moments, but he just can't stay healthy. Braxton Jones, I mean, he can't stay healthy either. And then when he's in, he's not necessarily the best. So it's like we just, as an organization, and I'm not talking about recently, we have had years where we just will not invest in our offensive line. And whether it was Charles Leno Jr., late round, whether it was Jamarcus Webb, a poor excuse for left tackle, late round. Frank Omiyale, I can't remember the late round. Or we get these players like Brian Bates, who's been hurt, Coleman Shelton, who tier backup. Braxton Jones, late round. Only first round pick that has actually stuck a little bit was Darnell Wright. So offensive line is goddamn awful. What's the future looking like for the Bears? That's something I'll do a video on during the offseason. It's too early to tell right now. We still got 3 more games to go, even though we're not going to win them. But still got 3 more games to go. We'll see how this team is, but I'm not believing in it. I'll just say that much. I don't know if it's the offensive scheme. It doesn't allow receivers to get open, or if it's Caleb not trusting his receivers, or he's getting concerned about getting knocked the F out. I think it's a lot because there's been a lot, and I think Troy Aikman pointed it out, and that's something I've been seeing all year, is we see route concepts or we see the scheme of the offense where it's sometimes 2 receivers in the same area. I've noticed this throughout the course of this season, whether it was Waldron calling plays, Brown. Schematically, we've seen points where it has been 2 receivers in the same area on a regular. And we're not talking about a scramble drill. We're not talking about something where Caleb is in a bootleg. No, we're talking about stationary pocket. We've seen 2 receivers in the same area. And then on top of this, and this is something that also Troy Aikman pointed out, and you guys know I don't like the crew, but he made some good points. The Bears don't run a lot out of under the center. The Bears run a lot of offense from the shotgun. And when you run a lot of offense from the shotgun, you're limited, especially running the football. You are a limited offense when you're not running from under the center. Yeah, shotgun could be, it's a thing. But when you're not running under center, and the majority of your offense is not under center, this team is just trouble. I mean, I'm just really not understanding that this team is just lackadaisical at this point of the year. It just doesn't look like we've played for anything. It just doesn't look like this team has fight. It doesn't look like this team is wanting to win. It just looks like this team is melded in. It looks like the Bears, as an organization, as a team, has melded in this season. And it's an extremely painful thing to watch. As me, a diehard Bears fan, and I'm pretty sure most of you are diehard Bears fans, It's hard to watch this damn team play football. It's god awful. Darnold played solid. They ran the ball efficiently. They got their points. And they probably had more if Justin Jefferson doesn't drop that touchdown earlier. It's just the fact of this game. We knew the Bears weren't going to win. I'm going to be honest. Most of us that have reality, most of us have like a sense of wherewithal, just knew the Bears weren't winning this game. Well, were they going to make it competitive? We thought they could have. Nope. John Mustafa says, let me go back to this. You think the Bears should have kept Fields? I was always one of the ones that was on the side of keeping Fields. But I think the Bears went wrong by keeping Eberflus, one. I think the Bears went wrong by not investing in the offensive line, something that we needed even when Fields was here. So I think there are areas where you say, I do believe in Caleb Williams, which is, I was waiting on the moments to believe in him to even buy the jersey in the first place because I wasn't going to wait. I wasn't going to be one of the ones that was so high and keen. I was going to keep my expectations level. We've seen moments in Williams, but the thing I see is the Bears need to develop him. I think he still needs developing. And that is something this franchise thought he was going to be the savior coming in. No, he needs developing. And it's clear and obvious. He needs developing. He has moments where he shows flashes. Then he has moments where he overthrows the ball like he did a couple of times tonight. And he misses receivers. But, and then he says, I said, no on field, he couldn't process the game in his own head. I mean, I ain't going to agree with that, but how do you think they can fix this team? I had to wait till I see some of the coaches that the Bears would have available to them. I know they had to fix the offensive line and the defensive line. The interior of the defensive line, I think they had to fix the offensive line, just the trenches in general. You're probably going to lose Keenan, but I will tackle that when it gets here, but definitely address the lines. Bears went wrong. Shout out to Nama Basul. Bears went wrong on both sides of the ball. Lack of talent in the trenches is killing this team, and that is exactly what I just said. That is absolutely correct. We don't stop the run very well. We manufactured a little bit of pressure tonight. And offensively, we can't be consistent in protection. When it came to those Minnesota Vikings blitz packages, we can't be consistent running the football. We see it on fourth and shorts. We don't have the power in the offensive line to convert. So the trenches is what's been costing the Bears. I think the offensive scheme, as far as, like I said earlier, same receivers in that same area, we can't have that. And then on top of that, they don't have any fight left. This team doesn't have any oomph. That fire lit under their ass. They don't have it. So this is what we're going to get the rest of the year. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. But this game was over before it started, if you want to be honest. This team is just trash. And I know we got to pay through it for the next 3 weeks. We've already been eliminated officially for the playoffs, even though we knew this a couple of weeks ago. We weren't going. But it was officially after the Commanders won. We weren't going there. I'm going to be on for not too much longer. Bears went wrong on both sides. I already saw that one. Caleb is legit. Poles needs to do something. The only thing he done good was trade for DJ. I think he did some other good moves. TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmunds, re-signing Jaylon. He's done some things. A Montez sweat trade. I mean, he had his moments, but he's been battling injuries most of the year. Then I will say I like Odunze. Drafted Odunze. Caleb is Like you said, he's legit. He has some promise. But I just think the one thing he should have done, even though hindsight looks like he should have done it, and I was on the opposite side of this of keeping Eberflus, and then hindsight looks like he should have fired him after the season last year. Hindsight, it looks like he should have fired him. But we are where we are right now. But first thing they're going to have to do, before they do anything, get this coaching staff right. Get Chris Morgan, the offensive line coach, the hell out of here. I don't know why he hasn't been gone yet, but need a scheme where they can attack the middle of the field more. Hello. Yeah, I agree with that. They didn't attack the middle of the field with Cole Kmet, but at the end of the day, I really don't want to talk about this anymore. This team is trash. That game was trash. Hard to watch. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.